Alright guys, so one thing you can do, I've done this multiple times, it works out really good. Wet your hands really good. Since this is the first trout of the day, what we're going to do is suck out his stomach. So you can buy these things on Amazon real cheap. It's just ease down in there until you feel the hard spot. Stop. Pull it out. Right there you go. You can see the sample. So we're going to let that fish go. This is the first fish today, so this kind of clue you into what they may or may not be hitting. You take this thing and shoot it out there in your hand. Works best if you got a jar, but I don't got one. So right there you go. As you can see, let's see. Those right there are actually ants. Looks like there must be a hatch of ants going on. Those are ants with wings. What else we got here? I can't tell what that one is. And this one here is actually a sulfur pupa. So that's a sulfur coming off. So I was wanting to let that fish go pretty quick, and I had a mess on my line, so I was just getting my line together. But anyways, as you seen, we pumped that fish's stomach. That was the first one of the day, so that kind of keys us into what they're eating. Because I mean, that's right out of his belly. That's what it's eating. So you see some flying flies, flying ants. So this time of year, right now in Virginia, there is ants. I guess they're breeding, coming off, mating, doing whatever they do. And the breeding ones will actually fly off like that. I guess they land in the water and trout eat them. Plus they'll fall off the banks and, you know, trees, whatever. And then the other that you've seen was a sulfur, like pupa. So the sulfur hatch should happen here in a couple hours. Most time about lunchtime, they'll kick on all the way up about 3 or 4 o'clock. So as you've seen there, that was the sign that the sulfur hatch is starting. So that gives you kind of a key in of what maybe to throw. So I know the sulfur hatch is going to happen today. Seen a couple come off already, but it's early. It's not a big hatch yet. They're just kind of starting. So I might start switching over. That was off of Parachute Adams. Probably going to keep throwing it because it kind of represents a big mix of things. But as I see sulfurs coming off and they're hitting it, I'll switch to sulfur dry fly. But what I got on my double dropper right now is I got one midge just as my weight. And then my last little nymph there I got is actually a sulfur emerger coming off. Split back nymph. So that just kind of represents exactly what that fish had in the stomach. So I'm just dry dropping right now using the size 18 midge as my weight and then going down to a sulfur emerger. And yeah, so I think we're on the right path here. We'll keep picking along here, and hopefully here soon we'll have a sulfur hatch come off. We get on some more dry flies. So we'll see what happens. Let's get it, guys. There's one. Well, that one there hammered it. All right, cool. He ain't huge, but that's fun. That there's smoked. And as I predicted, they're off on the sulfurs now, so you can't see that one. He sucked her back, but down there came off the sulfur. Cool. Pretty brown. There's another one. I believe it's gonna be one of them days. Sometimes when you catch the hatch just right and the fish just right, everything lines up. It just happens. Here's number 6. Another brownie. Yes, guys, I am wetting my hands. As you can see right there, you go. Sulfur in his mouth. Sulfur dry fly. Size 16. Cool. Another one. And there, smoked it. And of course they're calling for storms, and here comes the daggone storm right when the fishing got really good. Let's just see what happens. Maybe it won't hit us. And there's another brown. Yes, my hands are wet. I wet them every time. Off the sulfur dry right there. That's awesome. And there's number 8. Nice.